y'all. Oh, earthquake. As you can see, I'm sweating. It's just outside with my dogs. And I thought I'd share with you a secret that I've been doing since I was a teenager with stage makeup and everything, and how I cool my face off. And it's, I'm just gonna blot real quick. Ugh, sweat. I've already tissued off all my makeup. But, does anybody remember this? Yeah, it's not the best for your skin. Does anybody remember this? Yeah, it's not the best for your skin. But boy, with a few tricks and tips, does it feel good. Very refreshing, very exfoliating, and then you finish it off washing your face again. So I'm going to start by smelling it. I used to just dig my finger into it. Oh, by the way, I keep this chilled in my refrigerator. I do. I keep it in my refrigerator so that it gives me the maximum cooling effect. It feels so good. I don't do this very often because when I was in high school, this is what they said to use to keep your skin clear of acne, and it was the complete opposite. But now I use it just as like a cooling treatment, and it does moisturize, and it feels so good. After I apply this, I'll let it sit on my skin for about 10 minutes while I sit next to a fan, and I pretend like it's cooling my core temperature. But I've kept Noxema in my life. It's almost like a reminiscent thing, because they used to say this is what you need to use to have clear skin, and they lied. But it felt so good. I would take my eye makeup off with Vaseline. I'm talking about stage makeup, like full-on lashes and liner, and I didn't have primers when I was doing stage dancing. I was a ballerina modern dancer. Couldn't tell now, but you know, hey. And then I would set this on my face over the makeup that I had caked on. And since I didn't use Ben Nye, I didn't use any of the theatrical makeups because I didn't have the money for it. So I just used like CoverGirl or whatever foundation I could get on sale. And I'd use a lot of it because it was not good foundation. Anyway, I'd set this on my face, and oh my gosh, right now the scent is reminding me of the green rooms that I used to hang out in after a show or before a show. This smells like theater. And actually most of the girls and guys, after a musical or a performance or a show or a play, we would all sit there with this on our faces thinking we were doing good things for our skin. Now, if you have non-sensitive skin, not prone to acne, you've got this thing, you can use this as your face cream to remove any makeup, but I don't use it that way. I just use it as a cooling treat, maybe every 2 weeks, like tonight when it's really hot in the middle of July. So I've got that brushed onto my face, and yeah, I didn't used to use a brush. I used to use my fingers, and it used to gross me out. I don't know, but I'm gonna do that. And then I used to leave a layer of Vaseline on my eyes, but now I'm finally got this stuff. I love it. My eyelids are peeling during the summer. Please let me know if you have peeling eyelids too, and I'll let this set on my eyes. Do you have peeling? I think I have the sensitivity to some metals, and I did play around with glitter glue, and I think I disrupted my pH balance on this eyelid here. But I've been healing it, and it did shed again today, so anywho, I'm gonna let this hang out on my face for like 10-15 minutes. I'll be back. I'm back. I've let that Noxema settle into my skin a little. I'm just gonna take a mass amount of it off with a tissue, the way I used to do it, and the way they tell you to do it to keep healthy, fresh skin. But it felt so good. Right now, I feel so cool. I feel so cool. And I love the scent. You know what else it reminds me of is that, I don't remember what movie it was, but John Candy was in it. And he got buried in the sand and burnt. Was it summer house or a summer vacation house? Where it was like a abysmal place that they went to. As you can see, this is not an effective way to cleanse your face. I can hear my dog down there huffing and puffing. She thinks she smells a kibble. And just for nostalgia's sake, I'm going to use this scrub. It says it's a deep clean exfoliator. It actually technically makes little tears in your skin, so I don't use it too roughly. I just use it and then rinse it off. I'm going to apply some right now. I think I have. Huh. Thought I had some spray mist. Oh, earthquake. Do I have it in here? Do I have it in here? It's hidden from me. Oy. Alright, I'll be right back. Got it. Let's see. This is the La Roche-Posay thermal water. I found this at Target. I think it was $12. It's got minerals in it and vitamins. I'm just gonna spray it over my face and put a little bit of this in my hand and massage very gently. The woman I go see every now and then to get a hair wash, face wash, she's Vietnamese. She uses this for me and exfoliates my skin. You see I've got some bug bites on my shoulder. Isn't that sad? Anywho, she used to use a lotion to kind of cleanse my skin after. And I just brought her the regular Pond's cold cream because I liked the way it smelled better. And she switched over to it. She does about a 20-minute face massage and it really helps my sinuses. And she gets, like, you know, with pressure, she goes under the bones right there and she gets up here and she massages my eyebrows with it. And it really relieves sinus pressure. And if you live in the desert, most people are going to end up with sinus pressure because of the barometric pressure changes and the temperature changes, the air conditioning to the heat, the air conditioning to the heat, the heat to the air conditioning, the dryness during the winter, and the dryness of the building using air conditioning. As you see, I'm just taking my time and gently massaging this in. It feels good. I think it feels good. I know it's not the best exfoliator. It is one of the most inexpensive, and it is a classic. Oh, it says Reader's Choice Award winner 2013 for Allure. So, men and women must love it. It does smell good. I think it was the first exfoliator I ever used when people thought that's what was going to help with my cystic acne. What ended up helping, actually, was hormones, getting older, and my skin changing, because I had acne all up into my early 30s. And really bad cystic acne, especially in my cheeks, my chin, and my jawline area because of PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which can happen to a lot of women, especially if you're a little bit overweight, or overweight, and I'm overweight. I own it. Keep myself healthy as much as possible. Alright, I'm just gonna grab a... This is why I hate this, because your fingers get all... Grab a little bit more moisture. Usually I do this at the sink, but I thought this would be interesting at the... You can do that with Evian if you want, the Evian spray, the first spray water. That actually is a really good product. Because, yeah, you lay moisture down on your skin, and then you seal it in with your moisturizer. A physical barrier actually does work. That's why sunscreens work. And laying lotions down on your skin work. Alright. But, I think... Anywho, I am going to go rinse this off, and we'll finish our chat. Be right back. Okay. I'm back. I am soft and smooth, but to stay true to what I used to do when I was in high school, one more ingredient. I don't use this, but maybe once or twice a month. And I use this trio is what I used to use, I swear. So it just feels good. I know I'm not oily, but it's an oil control formula that treats and prevents breakouts with 1% salicylic acid acne treatment. I still get blackheads, and that stuff helps. Old school cotton balls, not even the cotton pads, because that's what I could afford. Putting this alcohol right onto my skin. Everyone's screaming, no! But it feels like a sea breeze. I know. It's just something nostalgic that I don't do it all the time. I especially don't do it in the winter. But the smells and the textures and the way it makes my skin tingle, I can't help it. I can't. Right after this, after I close off the camera, I am going to moisturize heavily. So, I remember the thing was to look at the cotton pad to see if you had any dirt come off on it, and half the time it could be excess dirt, but half the time it was just dead skin cells oxidizing onto the cotton pad, and thank goodness for science. We all know better now, except I still do it because it feels so good. Okay, so I am done. And the only new item I added to that routine was the spray water, because normally I would use just a squirt bottle with water. Literally, I would use a squirt bottle with water and spray it on my face. And my skin feels really smooth. It doesn't feel dry yet because it still has that layer of like oil from the creams and stuff that I use just to cleanse it. But I feel glowy and I feel cool, and the smell makes me happy. So just for a treat, like every 2 weeks or so, I do this in the summer because it does feel so good, and it's not very good for my skin. If I did this every day, I would be a flaky, acne-ridden mess. So I don't suggest doing that whole regime. But if you're looking for just like a special treat more than just a mask, I say go for it. And the ingredients that I used are really inexpensive. What is this? This costs like what? Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. This costs like $5 for this big tub. Maybe cheaper if you get it at like Walmart. I got mine at Walgreens. And the containers changed from when I used to get it, but hey, what are you gonna do? You can get this anywhere. $4 for the scrub. It used to be in a tub, but now it's in this nice clean tube that you can keep in the shower without getting the water in it when you're in the shower. I used to use it in the shower. They have one for acne prone skin. I never liked it, but I love this stuff for this once treatment. And this stuff is so cheap. If you don't like the alcohol burn that I enjoy for this treatment, get some witch hazel or any other toner. But other than that, I'm going to moisturize my skin after I shut off with you. I hope you enjoyed my nostalgia trip down memory lane of, smells and textures and tingles, and that whole process internally makes me feel uber young. I know I'm young. I'm very young. But that makes me feel so young, and I get like these memories flooding through my head, and that energy goes through my body, and it makes me feel extra youthful. So, try it sometime. Let me know, do you have any of those like old school skin treatments that you've done for years and backed off but still hold on to them for those special moments that you need them? Let me know in the comment section. I hope you liked this video, and just remember, it ain't easy being green, but it sure is fun. And I will see you next time. Bye! Bonus footage. This came in a gift that I won, and it's a sample, and I just applied it to my face, and I feel so smooth. There's no real odor. But the moisture feels like it's really stuck in there. I'm a little tacky, but that's because I'm sweating. I think I have another like portion in here to use, and I'll try it tomorrow morning before I put my makeup on. But first impression is that felt good. The DDF. Oh, I forgot to show you. This is DDF. DDF Ultralight Oil-Free Moisturizing Dew. Absorbs quickly, fragrance-free, replenishes moisture. I didn't even read that before I just described it to you. Seriously, I didn't even read that before I described that to you. Okay, bye!